Today is we're going to need an add-in called box joint. Now this is a little bit tricky to get, but not too difficult. So you're going to go to add-ins, and you go to Fusion App Store. The joint we're going to end up getting is this one called box joint. Obviously I already have it. So if we go into, if you're using Edge, Edge is a little bit fussier about what it does. So once you load up, you're going to type in box joint, and here you're going to make sure you're signed in to Fusion. Then you're going to make sure that you've selected Windows 64 if it's on that's what you're on, or Mac OS if you're there. Download it. So one issue with Edge is that it will come up with an issue here that it says this thing here isn't commonly downloaded. Make sure you trust it before you open it. Under here, if you are not on a school computer, then you're able to click Keep, and then you can download and install BoxJoint. The next time you open Fusion, BoxJoint will be there. If you're on a school computer and you have no choice, if you use Chrome browser, then you'll be allowed to download and install the MSI file without any real hazards. Okay, so now if we're in Fusion, and we've got in our add-ins, we've got BoxJoint, we're going to start here. So first up, we're going to create sketch on our just a bottom plane, and we're going to draw a box that is 80 millimeters. And then I'll push the button Tab, and I'll push 70 millimeters, and Enter. Then I'm going to hit Finish Sketch, and I'm going to extrude this up by 50 millimeters. Cool. The next step we're going to do is we're going to make this box hollow. So we're going to use the Shell tool. So we click on Shell, click on the top of the box. We're going to make an inside thickness of 3 millimeters, and then we're going to go OK. So at the moment, if we look at our bodies tool, we've only got one body here. Now that's no use for us for the box tool. We want to make it so we can, so we can do finger joints with it. So what we'll do is we will go to Modify, and then we've got this one called Split Body. We select our body. What we're going to choose is for our splitting tools is the inside face of the box. If we go OK, you'll now see we've got our box in two parts. Then we do this again. We go Modify, Split Body, got the outside edge. For our splitting tools, we're going to select this inside face of the box. Now we're OK. Then all we've got left now, if we look at our sides there, so we've now got three parts, and now we just want to cut the bottom off so we can make something that we can laser cut. So we're going to Modify, Split Body, select our middle part here. Splitting tool is going to be the bottom of the box. And now that's made us into 5 bodies. So from here, we can do the really nice and simple part, which is we go to Modify, Box Joint, and all we need to do, because it says here select faces, we select the outside faces of the box, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the bottom of the box. Now you'll see some slightly funky looking fingers here. So what we'll do is 2 things. One is we'll reduce our tool diameter from 6.35 down to 0. So that means so the laser cutter can cut it. If we want it to have a way more surface area, we can reduce our minimum finger width to 5. And I'll wait 2 seconds for it to process. And then you'll go OK. So we now have a box. So if we switch off any of our parts, so we'll switch off this side here, you can see that we now have this part perfectly slots in. There's no overlap between these parts. So from here, this is almost something that we could laser cut, but not quite. To laser cut it, what we're going to do is we're going to select all 5 of our bodies. So you can see they're all highlighted. We're going to right click, and we're going to create components from bodies. So now these have turned into components. So the next step, which we're almost there, we're going to come to Modify, and then we're going to go Arrange. And we click the top one. If I hold Shift down, it lets me click all of them. We're going to go Envelopes. I'm going to pick a plane. This one will do. Mine's already set at the maximum size of our big laser cutter, 407-276. And one other thing down here is you've got a frame width, which I'm leaving at 0, and an object spacing of 0.15. The reason why I'm doing that is so that the laser cutter doesn't cut away at parts of our shops, of our work that we want to keep. So 0.15 means it's a little bit spaced apart. Then we can go, okay, so now I'll turn my visibility of my components off, and it's just this one up here. You'll see a new thing here called arrangements. Now, to get these onto the laser cutter is quite simple. We go create sketch, and all I have to do is I hit the letter P, which projects the shape. You can see it goes red, and then OK. So now if I go onto my sketches, you can see I've got a new sketch here, which is the thing that the laser cutter wants. So if I right click, export DXF, and then I'll go OK. And I'm going to call this one here small box. And I'm going to save it in my downloads because that's a good way to go. Save. So that was quite a few steps. Now we've got a really powerful thing that we could do. Just click on Finish Sketch because it's always a good start. Now if we look at the bottom of our screen, we have what's called our timeline. So in our timeline, if you came down here and I want to go, actually, I need to make my box bigger because that first version didn't fit when I put it on the laser cutter. I'll right click down here, edit sketch, and I'm going to change this. So this dimension here is now 90 millimeters. Enter. And this shape here is now 100 millimeters. Oh, not 1000, 100 would be good. And then finish sketch. So then you'll see it does a little bit of processing speed, a little bit of processing down the corner here. And you'll see that I've still got 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they're also bigger. The cool thing about this, and because it's used our timeline, it's also done the part where we now export the sketch. So I turn that visibility sketch on if I want, and right click, and export DXF, and OK. And then we're going to call that one now large box. Save. In the next chapter, I'll show you how to make a lid for the box quite easily.